It's day 1541 of getting sued by Impossible Foods. Let's talk about how the vegans feel. I mentioned this the other day, but Impossible Foods has an article in the Wall Street Journal last week. And Peter McGinnis, the CEO right there, has a bunch of ideas about how they're going to turn the business around. One of those ideas is making a 50-50 half meat, half non-meat burger. Now, I could be wrong here, but to me, that did not seem like that landed at all in the zeitgeist of what's happening in the health and wellness space at all. But again, maybe I'm a hater and I was just way off. So I decided to check out the vegan news sources. Turns out they don't get it either. All right, so this is an article from Green Queen. So Green Queen is a world-leading food and climate media website. So they cover a lot of this fake meat news. And this is an article talking about the Wall Street Journal article and the blended beef burger that Peter McGinnis is talking about. In the article, it actually quotes two other veggie burger entrepreneurs on LinkedIn talking about why they disagree with Peter's decision. Carrie Song says that flexitarians don't need plant-based meals to mimic meat. And Jason Rosenbaum is saying that Impossible Foods built a brand on saving the planet, and now they're casually talking about blending real beef into their products to chase profits. Again, both Carrie and Jason are CEOs of competing brands, so take that for what it's worth. But from what I've seen, those statements don't ring false. When you tell consumers you stand for something, and then several years in, you start doing different things, consumers tend to get confused about what you're actually standing for. Or maybe you don't stand for anything at all. Now, I thought I was maybe missing something, so I pulled up the original post that they both made. This is Carrie's. You can pause and read it. And this is Jason's response. You can also pause this one. And here's another note that Carrie left farther down in the comments. I thought her point about the consumer is driving the evolution of the category, but their needs are shifting. It's not just about mimicking meat anymore. She mentions that consumers are looking for clean label, veggie-forward foods that offer both nutrition and craveability, especially for brands, quote unquote, leaning into whole food ingredients and functional benefits. I mentioned before that I don't really agree with the idea of a flexitarian as a self-identifying cohort. Usually when they're doing surveys, it's like, would you eat a plant-based thing? And people will be like, yeah, I'm open to it. But you don't see a lot of people being like, I'm a flexitarian. Yeah. That said, I think Carrie is correct about the trend in the space of people looking at whole food ingredients and functional benefit. I think consumers are smart and they're not necessarily trying to be tricked or trick someone else. Maybe it seems like a cool magic trick at first, but it gets tiring on the second or third try. Consumers also don't seem to like it if you try to say you're saving the world in public and then do other completely different things behind the scenes. And if you just look at the comments on this Wall Street Journal article or the Zero Hedge article that just came out, it seems like most people are starting to feel the same way. It also seems like consumers like brands that are consistent in their messaging and don't necessarily try to dilute their message to reach a broader audience. But again, I'm just reporting on the news article and what people are reacting to. And it seems based on the comments that maybe Peter McGinnis and Impossible Foods kind of misjudged the zeitgeist. But if I missed anything, please let me know. Okay, guys, that's day 1541 of getting sued by Impossible Foods. I will see you back here tomorrow. Peace.